want to show you this Blinc Amplified Tubing Mascara. I've not used it before and I'm really curious about it. I don't wear makeup a lot, partly because I have glasses and it hides a lot of my eyes, and partly because it irritates my eyes. I have kind of sensitive eyes, and so I worry about, rubbing my eyes a lot. I do that a lot because my eyes itch and stuff. So this is supposed to be great for people that have sensitive eyes, and I'm really excited because it's smudge proof as far as not getting raccoon eyes and things like that. And that happens to me all the time. I'm constantly either doing this, just trying to wipe something away there, or I don't even think about it and I'll go like that and I've made a mess of it. So the fact that this is smudge proof and that it actually doesn't require the makeup remover that you end up, as you're removing it, it ends up everywhere and it's just kind of a pain to remove. So I'm really curious about how easily it removes, because it's supposed to just come off in little tubes, and not using makeup remover, just using water and pressure basically. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use the Blinc on my right eye, and I'm going to use another brand that is actually a high-end one, and I'm going to put that on my left eye. And I'm going to let it dry and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to remove it. I'll remove this one first, and then I will remove this. And let's see how this is going to look. So this goes on. It's a brand new bottle. I did see that you actually can shape the brush just so that it has a little bit of a curl. And that to me is intriguing. So I'm going to do that really quick first. So I have a little tissue here, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a bend so that it will maybe be a little easier to shape and put it on my eye. So I'm going to try that and see how that works. If I'm not happy with it, then I'll straighten it back out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see, kind of show you there what it looks like. And I'm not looking at the camera while I apply this because I need to be able to look straight forward versus off to the side. So this is buildable, so I can put some on and then add to it, another coat to it. So it basically is going to add the tubing effect, which is going to be basically wrapping each eyelash in the mascara. And then when you go to remove it, it's going to come off in a tube versus smearing everywhere. So it does a decent job giving me some volume and the color. I'm actually using a dark brown, which I've never used brown mascara before, even though I've got brown and gray hair. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to look as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the Luxury Beauty. So the higher end added a little more volume. Yeah, that's pretty close. I'm going to get up close so you can see. Get it to dry. Okay, so it's dried. Now this is not the Blinc. This is the Luxury brand, the smaller one, and it's black. All right, I'm going to try a smudge test and see what it does. Now this one, they're both dry. They've been on for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to just rub it like I would if I got something in my eye. And there's the raccoon eye. So that's my issue with wearing mascara, is that I rub my eyes a lot. So now let me rub this eye and see. I just don't. First of all, they feel very different. They feel like they are coated with something, where over here, I guess they do here, but it's still a different feel. Nothing. Show you you can see some on my finger there, but not very much. And there's nothing there, but see the mess there under my eye, the raccoon eye, and not. This passed the smudge test, this did not. Now, I'm going to use regular makeup remover on this side because Blinc says not to use makeup remover and just use water and pressure from your finger or a washcloth rubbing against the eyelashes. So let me take this off. The true test. I want to see how this comes off. It's supposed to come off in little tubes by applying a lot of water and using either just your finger or a pad, a little cotton pad. So let's try this. So it's pretty wet. I mean, probably going to get all over my face, but wow, that is insane. Look at this, little tubes That is little tubes that were wrapped around my eyelashes. That's crazy. I'm blown away. Let me make sure and get all of them. That is insane. Look at that. It looks bizarre to me to see the brown because I don't normally wear brown. Oh my gosh. That's little tubes that were wrapped around my eyelashes. And it didn't take a lot to get them off. I had read different reviews about it. Some people saying it's really hard to get it off. That was actually very easy. That is insane. Look at that. It's all off. And it took nothing. You saw, it took nothing to get that off. I'm convinced that this is going to really be great. Now, this is great for people with sensitive eyes and with sensitive skin. It doesn't take makeup remover to remove it, just your finger or a little cotton pad or a washcloth and water, and just rub on it. And basically, I didn't like individually pull that off. It just came off on the pad. And it didn't smudge when it was on there. You saw me rub up against it, and it didn't smudge just day-to-day wear here. And it's waterproof as far as, as long as you're not like pressing on it like I did with this. It's, you know, for sweat or if you were swimming or something like that, it's going to stay on. So I'm blown away. This is like one of the coolest makeup things I've ever tried. Not that I've tried a ton. I don't use a lot of makeup. But I'm very, very impressed, and I'm really excited about this. I am going to be telling a lot of people about it. So I would definitely recommend this for sure.